Thanks. So the people who started this country, they were called Republicans. Now, I don't mean George Bush Republicans, I don't mean Rick Perry Republicans, I don't mean Rick Santorum Republicans. These were classical Republicans. What they thought was that representatives and citizens should think about the common good. Yes. Fucking naive they were, but that's what they thought. They should think about the common good. They should act and vote as citizens, thinking about the common good. And sometimes individuals do that. Not often, but sometimes. Sometimes individuals volunteer to go fight fascism in a war, love of country to go fight in a war to fight fascism. They do that because they think about the common good. Sometimes they race up a tower on fire, not because they're thinking about themselves, but because they're thinking about the public good. Sometimes they sleep in Zuccotti Park because they're thinking about the public good, not about themselves. Sometimes individuals, persons, think about the common good and not themselves. Now, corporations can't do that. By law, corporations can't do that. Corporations are formed and their charter says they are there to make money for themselves. That's their job. That's what they're hired for. That's what their presidents are fired if they don't do. They don't think about the common good. They think about themselves. This fundamental, obvious fact, the Supreme Court forgot when they said, corporations are just like us. They get to spend their money in political elections just like us. They are persons just like us. They are not. They are one more fucking greedy influence in this system that's not thinking about the common good, but thinking about themselves. Now, it's obviously right that 2 years after this decision, we've got to find a way to reverse this decision to get us back to a place where we don't think corporations are just like us. They're not. We got to do that. But here's the hard fact. On January 20th, 2010, the day before Citizens United was decided, this democracy was already broken. And we will not get to a democracy merely by reversing Citizens United and declaring corporations are not persons. That is not enough. This movement cannot stop with fixing the mistakes of the Supreme Court. That's not enough. This movement will achieve nothing if we don't achieve publicly funded elections. Yes. Publicly funded elections is the only way we begin to reallocate the power that a democracy sings from. We talk about the 1%. 0.26% of Americans give $200 in a congressional election. 0.05% give the maximum amount. 0.01% give $10,000 or more in a cycle. We're not the 1%. We're not the 99%. You are the 99.99% who don't have the influence that the 0.01% is. And until we change that, we don't change anything. So I have enormous respect for what you've done. But don't stop with this symbol of corporations are not persons. Don't stop until you've restored this democracy to a democracy that the classical Republicans could respect, a democracy where we think not about ourselves, but what is in the common good. Thank you very much.